They broke you once, maybe twice, maybe so many times you lost count. People got inside your head. Their words echoed for weeks. Their rejection shaped your decisions. Their opinions became your prison. You walked through life as an open wound, and everyone who touched you left a mark. But somewhere out there are people who seem immune. You've seen them. Someone insults them and they don't flinch. Someone rejects them and they keep moving. Someone tries to manipulate them and it slides off like water on stone. They're not cold. They're not heartless. There's something else entirely. They're untouchable. Carl Jung spent his life studying the human psyche, and he discovered something that changes everything. Mental vulnerability isn't a personality trait. It's a symptom of a fragmented self, a symptom of a psyche at war with itself. A symptom of someone who has outsourced their worth to the opinions of others. But here's what Jung also discovered. This can be fixed. Not through positive affirmations, not through pretending you don't care, but through a fundamental restructuring of your psychological architecture, through integrating the parts of yourself you've been running from, through becoming so whole, so complete, so anchored in your own being that external chaos cannot reach your core. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to become mentally untouchable. Not numb, not detached, not hiding behind walls, but genuinely, deeply immune to the psychological attacks that destroy most people. This is the kind of strength that doesn't need to prove itself. The kind of peace that doesn't depend on circumstances. The kind of power that others can feel but cannot understand. Before we begin, drop this affirmation in the comments. Nothing external controls my internal state. Let's build your psychological fortress. The first key to becoming untouchable is to stop seeking validation from sources you cannot control. Right now, your sense of worth is scattered across dozens of external locations. It lives in your boss's approval, in your partner's affection, in your friend's respect, in strangers' opinions on social media. Every time someone gives you validation, you feel worthy. Every time they withdraw it, you collapse. This is psychological slavery. You've handed the remote control of your emotions to everyone except yourself. Jung understood this deeply. He said the most terrifying thing is to accept oneself completely. Why is self-acceptance terrifying? Because it means you no longer have an excuse to seek worth from others. It means taking full responsibility for your own value. It means standing alone in your own estimation of yourself, regardless of what anyone else thinks. Most people will never do this. It's easier to chase external validation. It's easier to let others decide if you're good enough. It's easier to remain a psychological beggar, hoping someone will throw you a scrap of approval. But the untouchable mind operates differently. It has one source of validation: itself. Not in an arrogant way, not in a delusional way, but in a grounded, unshakable way that says, I know who I am. I know what I'm worth, and your opinion cannot add to or subtract from that. Think about what happens when someone insults you. If your worth depends on their approval, the insult devastates you. But if your worth is internally generated, the insult is just noise. It's information about them, not about you. It might be interesting, it might even be useful, but it cannot touch your core. This doesn't happen overnight.
You've spent years building the habit of seeking external validation, but you can start dismantling it today. Every time you catch yourself wondering what they think of you, redirect. Ask instead, what do I think of me? Every time you feel the urge to prove yourself to someone, pause. Ask, why do I need their approval? Every time you feel crushed by criticism, examine it. Ask, whose opinion am I actually living for? The untouchable mind has recalled all its scattered pieces. It has gathered its sense of worth from every external location and brought it home. It validates itself, from itself, for itself. This is not arrogance. This is sovereignty. Drop this affirmation in the comments. I am my own source of worth.
The second key to becoming untouchable is to integrate your shadow so completely that no one can use it against you. Every person has secrets, shames, parts of themselves they hide from the world. Maybe it's something you did in the past. Maybe it's a desire you consider unacceptable. Maybe it's a weakness you've never admitted to anyone. This hidden material is your shadow, and as long as it remains hidden, it remains a weapon others can use against you. Jung said shame is a soul-eating emotion, and he was right. But here's what most people miss. Shame only has power over you when you're still hiding from yourself. When you've fully faced your shadow, when you've accepted even the darkest corners of your psyche, shame loses its grip.
Think about manipulation works. Someone discovers your insecurity and they poke it. Someone finds out your secret and they threaten to expose it. Someone senses your shame and they use it to control you. This only works because you're still running from these parts of yourself. But what happens when you've already exposed yourself to yourself? What happens when you've sat with your darkness so long that it no longer scares you? What happens when someone tries to shame you with something you've already fully accepted? Nothing. The attack dissolves. They expected you to crumble, and instead, you shrug. You've already integrated that shadow. It's no longer a weapon. It's just a part of you. The untouchable mind has done this work.
It has explored every corner of its own psyche. It has faced every demon, acknowledged every flaw, accepted every shameful piece. Not to excuse bad behavior, but to remove the power of exposure. Jung said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate." But there's another truth hidden in this. Until you make the unconscious conscious, others can use it to direct your life too. Start today. What are you most afraid of others finding out? What would devastate you if it became public? What secret do you guard most carefully? That's where your work begins. Face it, accept it, integrate it. Not so you can do more of it, but so it can never be used as a chain around your neck again.
When you own all of yourself, no one else can own any of you. Drop this affirmation in the comments. I hide nothing from myself. The third key to becoming untouchable is to build an unshakable relationship with solitude. Most people are terrified of being alone. not physically alone, but psychologically alone. They need constant connection, constant distraction, constant noise to avoid the one thing that frightens them most: themselves. This fear of solitude is a massive vulnerability. It means you'll tolerate toxic relationships just to avoid being alone. It means you'll abandon your values to fit in with a group. It means you'll let people treat you poorly because their presence feels better than their absence. Jung understood that the capacity for solitude is the foundation of psychological strength. He wrote, "Loneliness does not come from having no people around you, but from being unable to communicate the things that seem important to you. But there's a deeper layer. True loneliness comes from being unable to be with yourself." The untouchable mind has made peace with solitude, not just tolerated it, made peace with it, even learned to love it. Because in solitude, you meet yourself without distraction. You hear your own thoughts without interference. You connect with your own depth without performance. When you can sit alone in silence and feel complete, you become immune to one of the most powerful manipulation tactics that exists: the threat of abandonment. Think about how much of your behavior is driven by fear of rejection. How many times have you betrayed yourself to keep someone from leaving? How many boundaries have you abandoned to maintain a connection? This fear only works on people who cannot be alone. It has no power over someone who has built a rich, meaningful relationship with their own solitude. This doesn't mean becoming a hermit. It doesn't mean rejecting all connection. The untouchable mind can deeply connect with others precisely because it doesn't need to. It chooses connection from fullness rather than grasping for it from emptiness. Start today. Spend time alone without distraction. No phone, no music, no entertainment. Just you and your own mind. At first, it will feel uncomfortable, maybe unbearable. That discomfort is showing you exactly how dependent you've become on external noise to escape yourself. Sit with it, breathe through it, and slowly a new relationship will form. A relationship with yourself that doesn't need constant external validation to feel real. When you become your own best company, no one can threaten you with isolation. Drop this affirmation in the comments. I am complete in my own presence. The fourth key to becoming untouchable is to develop radical acceptance of what you cannot control. Most of your suffering comes from one source: resisting reality. Someone treats you unfairly, and you suffer because it shouldn't be this way. Something goes wrong, and you suffer because this wasn't the plan. Someone doesn't love you back, and you suffer because they should feel differently. This resistance to reality is a form of psychological self-harm. You're fighting against what has already happened. You're arguing with the universe about what is, and the universe doesn't negotiate. Jung saw this pattern repeatedly in his patients. He said, "We cannot change anything until we accept it. Condemnation does not liberate, it oppresses." The same applies to your relationship with reality itself. Condemning what has happened doesn't change it. It just traps you in suffering. The untouchable mind has learned radical acceptance. Not passive resignation, not giving up, but a deep recognition that what is, From that place of acceptance, you can take action. From resistance, you can only suffer. Think about the last time someone hurt you. How much of your pain came from the actual event, and how much came from your mental resistance to it? The thoughts of, this shouldn't have happened, and they shouldn't have done this, and it's not fair. That mental resistance often causes more suffering than the original event. Now imagine a different response. Someone hurts you. You acknowledge the reality. This happened. Then you assess, what can I do now? Then you act. No wasted energy on resistance. No prolonged suffering from arguing with what is. Just clear-eyed acceptance followed by purposeful response.
This is not weakness. This is supreme psychological efficiency. The untouchable mind doesn't waste energy on battles that cannot be won. The battle against reality cannot be won. Start today. Notice when you're resisting what has already happened. Notice the mental phrases that signal resistance. This shouldn't be happening. This isn't fair. They should have acted differently. These are the sounds of you fighting reality. When you catch yourself, practice acceptance. This is what happened. Now what? Feel the difference. Feel how much energy is freed when you stop fighting the unchangeable. Control what you can, accept what you cannot. This simple division will save you years of unnecessary suffering. Drop this affirmation in the comments.
I accept reality and respond with power. The fifth key to becoming untouchable is to anchor your identity in who you are, not what you have or what others think. Most people have built their identity on unstable foundations. They are their job title. They are their relationship status. They are their possessions. They are their reputation. They are what others see them as. This is psychological quicksand. All of these things can be taken away in an instant. Lose the job and you lose yourself. End the relationship and you don't know who you are. Damage the reputation and you collapse into crisis. Jung spent decades studying what he called individuation, the process of becoming a true individual. He said, "The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. Not who your parents wanted, not who society shaped, not who your circumstances created, but who you truly are at the deepest level. The untouchable mind has done this work. It has separated its core identity from all the external layers that can be stripped away. It knows that beneath the job, beneath the relationships, beneath the possessions, beneath the reputation, there is a self that remains, unchanged, unshakable, eternal. This is why some people can lose everything and still radiate strength. They never confused themselves with their circumstances. They never outsourced their identity to things that could be taken. They know who they are at a level that life cannot touch. Think about your own identity. If you lost your job tomorrow, who would you be? If your relationship ended, who would you be? If everyone you knew suddenly thought poorly of you, who would you be? If you can't answer these questions with confidence, your identity is built on sand. Start today. Ask yourself, who am I beneath all the roles I play? Who am I when no one is watching? Who am I when everything external is stripped away? That core self is your anchor. The more clearly you know it, the less anything external can shake you.
The untouchable mind is not attached to titles, possessions, or reputations because it knows these are just clothes.
The self wearing them remains unchanged, regardless of which outfit it wears. Anchor yourself in being, not having, in essence, not circumstance, and watch how untouchable you become. Drop this affirmation in the comments. I am not my circumstances. The sixth key to becoming untouchable is to transform your relationship with pain from avoidance to acceptance. You've spent your entire life running from pain, emotional pain, psychological pain, the pain of rejection, failure, loss, and disappointment. Every decision you make is filtered through one question: how do I avoid suffering? This avoidance is the source of your vulnerability, because anyone who knows what you're afraid of can control you.
Threaten you with pain, and you will do anything to escape it. And life itself becomes a constant source of anxiety, because pain might be around any corner. Jung understood that growth requires suffering. He said there is no coming to consciousness without pain. The untouchable mind has embraced this truth. It doesn't seek pain, but it doesn't run from it either. It knows that pain is the price of growth, the cost of wisdom, the fee for becoming stronger. Think about your greatest periods of growth. They probably came after your greatest pain. The heartbreak that taught you what you really wanted. The failure that revealed your true strength. The loss that showed you what actually matters. Pain was the teacher. When you stop running from pain, something magical happens. You become immune to one of the most common manipulation tactics, the threat of suffering. Someone threatens to leave, you'll survive. Someone threatens to spread rumors, you'll endure. Someone threatens to make your life difficult, you'll grow from it. The untouchable mind has developed what Jung called the wounded healer archetype. It has been hurt, it has integrated that hurt, and now it can face new pain without fear because it knows it will survive. It always has. Start today. Stop asking, how do I avoid pain? And start asking, what can this pain teach me? Stop running from discomfort and start sitting with it, breathing through it, learning from it.
The person who is not afraid of pain cannot be controlled by the threat of pain. And since most manipulation relies on that threat, you become essentially unmanipulable. Pain is not your enemy. Your fear of pain is your enemy. Face that fear, and freedom is on the other side. Drop this affirmation in the comments. Pain makes me stronger. You now have the 6 keys to becoming mentally untouchable. Stop seeking external validation. Integrate your shadow completely. Build an unshakable relationship with solitude. Develop radical acceptance of what you cannot control. Anchor your identity in being, not having. Transform your relationship with pain. These are not quick fixes. They are fundamental restructurings of how you relate to yourself and the world. They require daily practice, daily awareness, daily choice. But the person who emerges from this work is genuinely different. Not harder, not colder, not walled off from life, but grounded in themselves so deeply that external storms cannot reach their center. Jung called this individuation, the process of becoming a true individual, whole, complete, self-sourced. It is the great work of human psychological development, and very few people ever do it. Most people spend their lives as psychological leaves, blown around by every wind of opinion, every threat of rejection, every wave of circumstance.
They react to life rather than creating it.
They are controlled by external forces they've never examined. But you're different. You've watched this video to the end. You've absorbed truths that most people run from. You're ready to do the work that most people will never do. Jung said, your vision will become clear only when you can look into your own heart. Who looks outside dreams. Who looks inside awakes. It's time to awaken. It's time to come home to yourself. It's time to become so rooted in your own being that nothing and no one can pull you out. The untouchable mind is not a fantasy. It's a possibility that exists for anyone willing to do the inner work. The question is whether you'll actually do it, or just think about doing it while remaining vulnerable. Choose today.
Choose to stop giving your power away. Choose to integrate your shadow. Choose to embrace solitude. Choose to accept reality. Choose to anchor in being. Choose to befriend pain. Choose to become untouchable. If this video showed you the path to psychological freedom, hit that like button. If you want more content on building unshakable mental strength, subscribe and ring the notification bell. Share this with someone who's tired of being affected by everything and everyone around them. Your peace is not dependent on the world calming down. Your strength is not dependent on others being kind. Your worth is not dependent on anyone's approval. It's all inside you. It always was. Now go build your fortress.